Good afternoon, everybody. What I'm looking at working on today is my battery. What I really would like to do is give it a little TLC. I don't want to replace the battery as it still works just fine. Don't have any issues, seems to start pretty good. But I'd like to clean up some of the terminals, so I'd like to pull it out, give it a little preventative maintenance, maybe change some of the connections. I might need to find a new place to ground the negative. Here it is, kind of hiding in the back there. As you can see, I have a red cable for my ground, which I'm not a fan of. It's obvious what it is, but I'd still much rather have some sort of a black wire or grounding wire. And I don't like the fact that it's in the front, just kind of dangling right here. It gets in the way when I'm trying to reach back there sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is pull out the battery, and I'll show you guys some of the connections. And looks a little corroded back there as well. I know it's a little hard to tell, but the positive, there's just a lot of grease and a little bit of corrosion. So I'm gonna pull it out. I'll show you guys the battery and pretty much what I'm gonna do to clean it up a little bit, make sure I don't have any issues with it going forward. So when I come back, we're gonna work on the battery. Alright, I have the battery out now, and what I wanted to do was clean it up a little. I have a bucket with some cleaner and water, just basically soap and water. Wanted to kind of scrub the outside, get some of this. There's a lot of grease and grime, and there's just no reason to have it that dirty. But once I scrub it down a little bit with the soap and water, I'll wipe it off. I have a battery cleaner so I can clean the posts, and when you open it up in this, I can clean the female posts on the cables themselves in the vehicle, so I'll get to that. I also have some battery cleaner spray. You spray this on there and it changes color. If it's yellow, it comes out pink when you spray it on, if there's acid on there, because I want to see if there was any corrosion building up. It just looked like a lot of dirty grease that was on there. Kind of looked like corrosion looking at it from the back, but we'll see what I find on there. But I wanted to scrub it off first real quick. Attempt to get some of this grime off here. It looks better already. Battery's a few years old. I believe it's 2011, so, but starts it every morning, so it's where I want to be. Seems to be coming off pretty good though, so it looks like there's just a lot of grease and grime. Alright, so outside looks pretty good. Get the top a little more. And I had some little plastic caps just left over from a previous battery, but I figured it'd be good to sit on there, so for whatever reason I don't accidentally touch something I'm not supposed to. Alright. So it looks like I got most of that off. Battery does look a lot cleaner. And I will spray some battery cleaner on there. Flip it around. getting grease everywhere. Yeah, there's a little bit of paint there, so there was some corrosion. Not too bad. I wasn't really anything that was built up on it. Grime off, so it looks much better than when I brought it out here. So I'm going to let some of that dry a little bit, and we can walk in here and see these posts. Here's the positive post. You can just see it's just a bunch of grease on there. Kind of look like some corrosion from far away, but it's just grease. So I want to clean a little bit of that off because it was just everywhere. I haven't done anything with the battery since I bought it, so that's just kind of how it came. I mean, it worked. And the negative was hooked up here up front. I need to see about, I'd rather have it in the back, or excuse me, towards the front of the vehicle, which then I don't have to have wires crossing right in front of right here. So that's what I'm going to look into, where I can clean off and get a good ground for the battery. So let me look into that and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the battery put back in with the new ground wire and cleaned off the positive cable. I don't know if you can see. Here's the new, where I hooked the new ground wire. It's the same spot. I just kind of moved it so it's out of the way. I got out the grinding wheel, ground it down so it's bare metal, so I get a good contact, so there shouldn't be any issues there. There's the negative. It's on there nice and tight. Tie wrapped the excess cord, so we should be good to go there. The positive, so you can see it comes out of the firewall, kind of goes up in the air. I have a tie wrap that's loosely attached, but enough to kind of hold it so it's out of the way, not going to fall down. I cleaned off the positive cable, it's back there. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go up front, turn the key, see what happens. Hopefully everything lights up like it's supposed to. So here we go. Hopefully the key's in it. Hasn't been started up in a few days. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. Everything's good to go there, so no problems. Let's see. Hazards are on. Windshield wipers as fast as ever. So we are good to go. Alright. That's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, don't like, leave a comment, let me know what you'd like to see. Thanks.